about Flare Network, a monster in the making, of course, and Spectra. I've made a previous video on Spectra, but I'd like to go in a little bit deeper in it because I understood a little bit more things and it's getting so juicy. So let's get right into it. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing this video, guys, because this is what's coming very, very soon. Now, if you're going to Spectra, remember you could go from the Flare Network main site, or you could go from the XRP Fi. You connect to your wallet. So let's assume you're connected. Now, see that's flashing right here? That's the portfolio. So let's go and take a look at my portfolio, what we have here. LP, alright, PT and YT. Okay, let me explain what it is. Fixed rate. Now fixed rate, that means that all the rate that are here, I mean you can lock in the rate until the date that it's right here. It's pretty amazing. Then yield leverage, that's the leverage, okay, and that's the APY that you can get from that. So let's say, for example, Wrap Flare 28.85 leverage, and the token that is generating is the S-Flare, sorry about that, and basically the implied APY would be 19.47 and the base APY would be 11.58. Now the implied APY is according to the yield if everything goes well, but for sure the base API is if you the amount of coin that you put in here up until May 16, 2026, you'll be for sure getting 11.58%, depending on how much you're putting in there, of course. Now let's get right into this one right here. Pool, LP pools. Now we've been through that LP pools. Let's say, for example, you have Wrap Flare and the APY right here is detailed PT fixed rate, so that's gonna have, you have a fixed rate of 7.95%, which means that if it goes up and down, you're locked in for that rate until May 16. Let's see, STXRP, stake XRP, same thing here, same idea, right? Good. Now, for example, if you want to partake in these guys, okay, these are the three things that you want to go and look at. All right, MetaVault right here, it's new. It's just like, you know, Katana, Spectra, and Flare. You know, you can earn 6.85%. Remember that this right here, you can have it on your Zoom wallet as well, Zavin wallet. It's been added not long ago. It's part of the Flare 2.0, and I think it gives you 8%. So you know what, this is not really worth it. But if you go to LP pools and then you click on the one, let's say for example we have Wrap Flare. Now we click on it. Now you come here and it gives you all the details that you need. Okay, so the maturity at May 16, 2026. That's the total liquidity here, and then the default token Spectra product. Let me read it for you. Spectra products are powered by third-party ERC4626 vault tokens. Deposited asset USDC, ETH, USDT are first converted into the vault token before PTYT or LP tokens are issued. Positions and redemptions resolve in that vault token by default and remain dependent on the issuer's solvencies. Okay, so there's more into that document, but which mean that you convert those tokens. You see now, let's say for example, let me go show you here. Okay, so now you want to add some to it. Okay, okay, so that's good. I have a bit of Wrap Flare here. So you have Wrap Flare, so we go to max. Okay, now it tells you exactly right here in the bottom. All right, so let's say if you should you invest in that. Now it gives you here the output that's going to give you when you out of that and you finish at your term. Okay, so LP and YT, so what they do is they're going to put a little bit into your yield leverage, which is pretty good if it goes to term, and you make a lot of money there, and into your LP as well. So the liquidity pool. Okay, so that's the attribution of it. Now if you go down here, so you look at minimum output and minimum output here in yield and LP, alright? So that's the money that you're supposed to get right here. Now if you go here, implied APY 1947, yeah, and the new pool APY, this is how your deposit was impacted in the new pool, 20 APY. Now the minimum output, slippage tolerance, okay, yeah. So basically that's what you would get at term, right? So you will not receive less than the displayed amount. So if I put 48 at the end, I'll get that plus that, right? So that's 44 S flare and 20 S flare, so that's 64. So see, I'm making money anyhow, right? So, and then if you go here to fixed rate, you can do the same thing here, okay? Big truck coming and passing by, you probably hear it. But then let's say for example you have some round flare and you want to partake in that one right here in the fixed rate, so you don't want it to move and you're more safe, right? So you come here and you do the same thing. You select your token, you could work with S flare or RAV flare, and then you just click on RAV flare, you go max, and then you have the detail here, okay? So once again, if you go down here, click details, right? Now you see the pool fee, slippage tolerance. Now I put in 48 RAV flare, it converted into 26 stake flare, S flare, and at the end of the term, I'm sorry, and then it swapped into 49 at the end, right? At the end of the term right here, you see the date here, okay? So that's what it is. So you see I have 48, and I'll have 49 at the end of the term. And now if you go here and you see fixed maturity, now if you go to yield leverage, this is where it's getting excited, okay? Because now if you're at the bottom of the pit, right? Let's say for example we reached bottom and now we know, like for right now, I think that we bottomed out and then everything is going up from now. That would be a good time to invest here. You see the yield leverage is 92 for STXRP and then 28 here. Let's say for example we have RAV flare, we go here. This is really, really cool. And then, okay, you look, you have your RAV flare, we go max. So that's the yield leverage. And then you go down and it tells you earn yield on this much, right? Implied APY 20.13%, yield leverage is 2882 X's. Now if you click, come on, down here, okay, so the pool fees, impact, slippage tolerance, minimum output 1,381 1,381 at the end of the term, which is I think it's June. No, that's May 20th. I had to count it all by fingers in French. So let's say now we're that's 2 months from now, guys, okay? So 2 months from now I only put 48x a RAV flare, okay, and at the end of the term that convert to 26 S flare, and then it's deposited into the yield leverage, and at the end of the term that should give me 1,300, which is cool. So let's do it. I'm all in. So approved. Now what I got to do is, because I'm linked with my Bifrost wallet, Bifrost is the Flare network wallet, like the original wallet from them. It's like they're beautiful babies, just like Zum and Salmon. Reason why I always say those two names, because I'm not sure which one was, but they keep the both names, so just to avoid confusions, right? But I think make sure which one was before they changed the name, but they kept on they keep the both names, so just to avoid confusions, right? But I think it makes people more confused. So I'm just approving right now my wallet, and that's it. Et voila. Spectra, my friend. Let's go and look at the portfolio, okay? So you see the YT here, it's flashing, so that means I have two inside here. I have 5,816 ST, okay, and 106. I'm sorry, this is not ST, it's actually is native token is S Flare, but I invested in stake XRP. Okay, if I click on it, we'll see what's happening down here. Okay, so the underlying is XRP, liquidity. Okay, the maturity is June, right? And basically I did the same thing here, and it looks pretty darn good. Okay guys, so not sure if I could show you all the detail, but I could show you that I could sell them, right? I got a maximum here, right, by lowering the input to reduce price impact. So you gotta be careful, right? You just want to be mindful. You don't want to do that kind of stuff, because it can it could just impact everybody else's. So I'm gonna keep it that way. All right, so I'm going back to portfolio. I'm going back here because there's a S Flare as well. You see, there's only $81 in total. There's $31, but at the end, the imply APY, it's going to be majestic. So this is Spectra in a nutshell in more details. I hope you like the video and you be sharing with others so they can also earn some money in different ways with Flare Network. A monster in the making. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.